has been named the Associated Press Male Athlete of the Year. And what a year it's been. He opened a school for at-risk children in Akron, started a documentary series called Shut Up and Dribble, made it to his 8th straight NBA Finals, and moved across the country to join one of the most storied franchises in history, the Lakers. It's the 3rd time LeBron has won the award, joining Lance Armstrong, Tiger Woods, and Michael Jordan. Shannon, did LeBron deserve this award?
More than deserved it.
Really?
More than.
Well, how did Mookie Betts get any vote?
He didn't get enough. He didn't get enough. Bron got him.
Yeah.
See, Skip, I know what y'all try to do. Well, he didn't win this. I hear everything. I told you I'm omniscient. I'm all-knowing. So I know what
you're all Twitter.
I know what you retweeted. I know what you retweeted.
Yeah, because you got that burner account.
Don't worry about what I got.
Yeah.
Look, I get it. It's very unpopular because he didn't win the NBA Finals. He wasn't an MVP. Yada, yada, yada. Mookie Betts won the MVP.
Yada, yada?
Yeah.
Okay.
But LeBron James moves the needle, Skip Bayless.
Well, he does do that.
Set career high in rebounds and assists. Led the team to the NBA. Skip, let me ask you a question. I think early on, everybody thought the Boston Red Sox would go into the World Series and win it. What was the suspense in that? I mean, LeBron James took the Cleveland. Now, this is what we know. The Cleveland Cavaliers, as I speak to you currently, are the worst team in the NBA. Last year, they were the NBA Finals. They lost one player.
Have they had Kevin Love?
Whoa, Skip.
No.
Okay, my bad.
Is he their best player?
Hold on,
yes, he is. Thank you.
If they had
Next question.
If they had Kevin Love, they'd be the 2nd worst team in the NBA. But currently, since they don't have him, they're the worst team. He opened, I promise, the school for 3rd and 4th graders. I think it's 250 students that get breakfast, they get lunch, they get the tools that they need. They help their parents get help in getting jobs and getting education if they don't have high school diplomas. And I think they help them get college degrees. He goes to the Los Angeles Lakers, Skip, one of the 2 or 3 most storied franchises in all of basketball. And you know what's around him. Skip Bayless, Mookie Betts walked down the street. You know who he is? Outside of Boston. He walked down the street. You know who he is?
So that disqualifies you from being Male Athlete of the Year? If people don't recognize you, you're disqualified.
You make it seem like LeBron is a chump. Like LeBron
a chump?
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
You talking about, I cannot believe LeBron James.
I haven't even spoken.
Yeah, but you keep oohing and ahhing every time I say something. Because look, hold on, Skip.
Ooh.
Don't do that. And that's what AP.
Yeah.
The 3rd time he's won the award.
He deserved it the other times.
Stop it.
Yeah.
There's some times he didn't get it that he deserved it. You're just upset that fanboy didn't get it. Golly gee whiz. Oh, my goodness, I'm going to retire today, guys. Oh, no, back to work. Nope, he didn't get it.
That's funny.
He didn't get any votes.
He got you on that one.
No, LeBron got that trophy. He and I were talking last night while he was rehabbing.
Really?
Yeah, I congratulated him.
Really?
Yeah.
He rehab at your place?
Nope. He was up there in Brentwood on the rooftop having some wine.
It looks like a nice setup there.
Yeah, nice little setup.
A little cigar.
Wine, a fire.
Yeah. He deserved it. If you're just going to base it on who wins the title and in what sport. Because think about it. Patrick Mahomes got votes.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, what did he win?
I thought you loved Patrick Mahomes.
I love him.
Now you don't love him. Well, now he's disqualified because he's just Patrick Mahomes.
No, I'm just asking you a question, Skip. All I'm saying is that I'm sure there's more to it than just whether or not you won a title, whether or not you're the MVP. I'm sure there's a lot of voting, a lot of that goes into it. What did you do in your particular sport? What did you do off the field? So I don't know all the criteria, but it's hard for me to believe that there was someone more deserving than LeBron James.
So, my turn?
Yes.
So, if we want to call this award or rename it the Needle Mover of the Year, I'll give it to LeBron. I might give it to him every single year.
No.
Seriously.
No.
If we want to call it Humanitarian of the Year in sports, boy, it's hard to beat LeBron.
Right.
If we want to call it the Social Justice Speaker of the Year, Spokesman of the Year.
I'm sure all that weighs in.
All right. Well, if it does, I give you some of that. But it is still called the Athlete of the Year, right?
So is Mookie Betts a better athlete than LeBron?
what would that have? Did he perform better than LeBron did this year?
Oh, did he?
Well, his team won it all, right? And
But he wasn't. But he wasn't the World Series MVP.
No, but he was.
A guy that only played. How long did the guy? I don't even know the guy. Pierce. That was the World Series MVP. That's who Mookie Betts lost to now. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
So, speaking of the NBA Finals, last time I checked, LeBron got swept again in the NBA Finals. And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to bring it up again because AP brought it up. They brought up this award. Game 1, NBA Finals, your Cleveland Cavaliers featuring LeBron James, having one of his best games of his career up until those last few seconds of the game. He did something that disqualified himself from Athlete of the Year. He completely quit on his team before. Yes, he did. He pouted. He slumped. He went over, sat 10 feet away from his team in the timeout before overtime started.
He right there.
Yeah, he's 10 feet away.
He ain't no 10 feet.
Well, JR is being ostracized. He's 10 feet from the huddle. He's at least, you know what? LeBron might be 20 feet from the huddle.
I don't see.
Look at that.
I don't see Tristan Thompson.
Okay, if you're going to do that, and then he clearly pouted when the game started up again. Remember, you're tied with Golden State in Game 1. You have a chance to steal Game 1, and it's starting all over in overtime. And guess what? LeBron James refused to shoot for the first 2.5 minutes of. Did he take a shot?
No,
he did not. Was he as hot as we've ever seen him, especially from distance in that game?
Was he forcing any shots to be that hot?
Well, I'm just saying he didn't take a shot in the first 2.5 minutes of overtime, and when he finally shot the ball, they were already down 7 and the game was over. And you can't do that and be the male athlete of the year. I'm sorry, because that's a pivotal moment. That's a watershed turning point moment.
What about those pivotal moments in Toronto? What about those pivotal moments against the Celtics or Indiana?
NBA Finals.
Oh, so nothing else matters.
And then, by the way, he did come to the Lakers, and they have played a bunch of games that counted in 2018.
Yeah.
And I don't think LeBron has played all that well, given how high his bar has been raised. Because I'm going to say it again, there are at least 7 games he should have closed that he did not close.
Nobody's going to be 7 for 7.
Okay.
Kyrie, you say Kyrie's the best closer. Well, then why did Kyrie let him losing all them games at the end?
More than ever, LeBron James has become a liability at the late game, close game, free throw line. You know that.
So that should disqualify him.
Okay, well, it's just another reason, like, hold on just a second. So let's go to Drew Brees. Did he not have an extraordinary year this year in pro football?
He's not going to be the MVP either.
Okay, is he not one of the great humanitarians in the history of sports?
Yes.
He does not publicize it. He does not Instagram it. He does not tweet about it. He does not have a PR team beating the bushes every day trying to get everybody to focus on all of his
LeBron doesn't either.
I think it comes across that way.
No,
LeBron's very skilled. He's a shrewd operator when it comes to public relations.
The man opened a school.
Okay, so he opened the I Promise School, and I give you that, and it was great. But it also serves 2 purposes, if we can just be completely honest, because he was leaving his home area, which was no small thing. It was harsh. I thought he was just going to finish his career.
Yeah, a lot of people that leave it don't leave nothing behind.
But he left it for Hollywood, and it's a little bit of a low blow to all those Cavalier fans.
Man, stop it,
Okay, well, was it not?
No.
You don't think a lot of them were hurt over that? So he leaves the I Promise School. So it did serve a little bit as a PR tool for him.
I think it left something. He always wanted to do something for his community. This is a symbol that says, although I've left, I might not be here, but my roots will always be here.
And also, he's turned it into something of a LeBron museum because he sends all of his memorabilia there.
Yeah.
So it serves 2 purposes.
Yes.
And I'm not condemning it. I'm just saying let's keep it in some perspective.
The perspective is, Skip, when those kids, think about it, Skip, LeBron didn't have this. He had no role models that he could you know what?
Okay,
I want to try to be that.
Okay, I got it. Now, this is my personal 2 cents, and I brought it up the other day, and I'm going to bring it up again just in this context. I have said for years on national TV that LeBron is the best role model in sports. I rescind that because I don't know what's happened to him over the last 2 years, but he decided to become more of an anti-hero to me. He decided he wanted to be more of a rapper type of a figure to kids because his language has just gone, so to speak, straight to hell.
You don't think the kids that look up LeBron, you don't think their parents curse?
I don't know, but here's what I'm sure they do, but they're not role models. You know, they're
they
not
should
LeBron.
be.
Okay, well, I agree with that, but LeBron has been viewed as a role model. He drops F-bombs like crazy. Even in post games, he drops F-bombs. He drops the SH word like crazy. At least he sheeshed on Twitter the other day. But usually in the post-game interview, it's just SH, SH, SH.
I know a guy that drops a lot of F-bombs on social media too, Jenny. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I believe
he has a method called TB12. But I don't hear anybody talking about him. He got a potty mouth and he's not a role model. And he drops F-bombs and SOBs going left and right.
I have not once ever said on TV that Tom Brady was a role model. Okay. Not one time. But I don't think he ever pretended to be one. Let me ask you a question.
Is he viewed as such?
I don't know. I don't.
I'm not talking about you.
Okay? I think Drew Brees is a role model, and he would never, ever drop an F-bomb in a post-game interview. He just wouldn't do it.
He might not
I think
curse.
Larry Fitzgerald is a great role model. Yeah. He might be at the top of my list now. Would he ever curse in any sort of public forum? He just wouldn't do it.
I curse enough for him. You don't need to curse.
Okay, well, fine. So what do kids who look up to LeBron, when they drop the F-bomb in their household and the parent says, you can't say that word, and they turn to the parents and say, LeBron says it all the time. What is the parent supposed to say?
LeBron don't play no bills here. I'm your mom and I'm your daddy. Now pick that tooth up.
All right, but again, I can't give him role model because he likes to quote the rap lyrics on Instagram.
It's AP Male Athlete of the Year. And Serena won it for the females too.
Okay, great. She deserved it, like a runaway deserved it.
Well, she ain't win no majors.
I'm not so sure
She didn't win any
LeBron.
majors.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so what?
She did come back from pregnancy, almost dying.
Okay,
and they got the finals.
So does it have to? Does it require a backstory? Does it require sort of a subplot to help you win? Does it help to have a narrative? You always tell me you don't like the narrative. Like Drew Brees has never won MVP. And he's going on, what is he, almost 40 years? He turns 40 in January, right?
Correct.
So should narrative count in the MVP voting this year in pro football? Well, you say no, it shouldn't, right?
No.
So that's different to you.
But not in voting, but in sports, narratives matter. We got to tell us, Skip, it's not good enough for me to tell you it's going to be 17-14. I need a narrative. I need a story. How are we going to get to 17-14? Who is going to do something in the 17-14? That's the story that I got to tell. And the story of LeBron James.
So would you disagree if Drew Brees had been named Male Athlete of the Year? Would that count? Would that qualify on all fronts?
I think he's won it award. Has he won it?
I don't know.
Skip, it's all this special. 3 times? Think about the guys that have won it.
Yeah.
Jordan, Tiger, and that old cheat Lance Armstrong. Knew he was a cheat. He should disqualify. We got to take those away.
Lance Armstrong. Yeah, they're taken away.
So we can't mention him.
Has Michael Jeffrey Jordan ever qualified as a role model or a humanitarian or a social justice spokesman? No.
He's a role model to a lot of basketball players, Skip Bayless, because you know they want their shoe and they want that brand.
Strictly on the court in the basketball contest, period, end of the story. So he had no backstory. He had no narrative.
Right.
He had no subplot where you could say, well, he also does that off the court. Nope, he didn't do anything off the court. In fact, he shunned doing anything off the court.
Well, Skip, there was not social media like it is now.
Correct.
And then there was the narrative. Oh, he had to overcome the bad boy Pistons. Oh, he had to come the Big 3 Celtics.
Well, he did.
Oh, he had. So there was a narrative.
And
he left to give up to play pro baseball because that's what he promised his dad that he would do.
Yep.
So there was always a narrative around him.
That was baloney.
Why did we know?
Well, I'm being honest.
I'm just saying the narrative that was out there, Skip.
Okay.
We know certain things that everybody they're not privy to, but that's neither here nor there. Can I tell the story?
You did.
Okay, thank you.
You already did. Thank you.
Look at LeBron. Isn't he nice? Mookie Betts, like you tell me.
Look at him with those glasses.
How about look like how we might have got them from old same play, LeBron.
Okay.
But anyway,
Are you going to grow a beard?
No.
No.
Anyway, Skip. You know what? Mookie Betts can win it next year. We'll let him win it next year.
Okay, maybe Drew Brees will win.
You guys didn't give Ovechkin any love either. He brought the cup.
Oh, Jenny had to get a hockey reference in the show.
I mean, he brought the cup.
Yeah, because he missing a tooth like somebody else we know.
Yeah.
Multiple teams, unfortunately. Drew Brees, guys,
that was
did
an
win
inside
it
reference.
in 2010.
Drew Brees won it in 2010?
Yeah, after the Super Bowl.
Well, then he's done.
So just so you know, it has been done.
He can't win it again.
Yeah.
He won it once, and he's Drew Brees.
Whoa, Skip. Why would you do that? See, you always trying to undermine my guy. Now, see, I heap praise on Tom. Tom has won it.
I just can't get over that he lost. He got swept in the final. He didn't just lose.
It happens.
And he's the athlete of the year. Really?
There's a lot of great guys that got swept in finals.
Okay, but they didn't win Athlete of the Year.
Is Magic Johnson a great basketball player? Got swept. Kareem.
Did LeBron win it the year they broke through and stole the finals from Draymond?
He did.
Yeah, okay. I'll give him that one.
You know what's
You deserve that one.
As a matter of fact, you know what? He did win it.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to move on to the Cowboys, guys. Dak Prescott